Today is August 8th, 1973. I am Zayna Lehan.
I'm Vinci Alexis.
And I'm Chantrice James.
And we are reporting the latest updates upon the Native American movement. This movement has caused a huge controversy between the Native Americans and the American officials. As you know, in 1934, Congress passed the Indian Reorganization Act, which gave the Native Americans greater control of their own affairs and allowed them to manage their own lands. It also provided federal funds to support tribal economies, restore freedom of religion, and encourage tribes to revive their own cultural traditions. However, in the 1950s, the federal government turned hostile towards the Native Americans. This caused the federal government to pass a termination resolution in 1953. This resolution broke all former treaties between the U.S. government and the Native Americans and denied rights that the government has once guaranteed. This termination policy had a dramatic impact upon the Native Americans. Here's a short clip of the Native Americans fighting for their freedom and their rights.
The Native American activists have attempted to sue the federal government for return of native land and control over lost lands because of broken treaties. 4 years ago, Indian movement tried to occupy Alcatraz Island in San Francisco. Last year, AIM occupied the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Washington, D.C., and just a few months ago, the AIM members took control over Wounded Knee in South Dakota. AIM was founded by Dennis Banks, George Michael, Herb Powell, Clyde Belcourt, and other activists in this movement.
I was still practicing.
Alright, what is
Huge in Congress to approve $510 million for Indian aid programs 4 years ago. The Indians have been appointed top positions at the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Federal support was obtained for Indian curriculums in the Indian schools. Native Americans were able to gain back 7 million acres of land in the Black Hills of South Dakota and 1,800 acres of Ragonsett in Rhode Island through legal battles. Though they had successes, they had downfalls and failures also, such as many Indians turning to alcohol, committing suicide, and living in unhealthy or unsanitary conditions. Their methods were unsuccessful in ending property damage and obtaining all their land back. The occupations known as the sit-ins were failures, and we will keep you updated. Here's our note, right? I just had to remind you.
By saying it?
Well, I know if he was doing it.